Right, good evening everybody. First of all, welcome to the Air Vice Marshal here. Sorry, Air Marshal here. His lady wife, the Mayor of the Royal Borough of Greenwich, the Master of the Lightmongers, the Senior Warden and the Honorary Clerk. Plus Major Webb, parents, dignitaries from the British Legion, the Royal Air Force Association, welcome. Tonight is the Cadets' Night. You've got a job. You don't do your job well, I will speak to you afterwards. When these cadets come up for their awards, I expect you to scream and shout and make noises. If you need to stamp your feet, do so, but Garrison Sergeant Major will probably have my guts for garters later on. But I do want you to clap, I want you to make them feel they've made a great achievement, because they have. If they've come here and they've received an award, I want loads of noises from you. If you wish to take photographs, stand up and take photographs. Think of other people, come to the front as long as you don't get in the way, but I want you to make plenty of noises. This presentation is about what the cadets have achieved over this year. And don't think that's all they've done. This is just some of the items that they've received over the course of the year. And as a unit, we've had a very successful year. Throughout the evening, I'm going to have dignitaries come up and they're going to present the awards. But the important thing from you, I need you to share and I need you to make them feel that they've had a great achievement. So first of all, I'd like to invite my first guest, which is Major Webb from the Royal Engineers. He's a staff officer from CVV HQRA from Woolwich Barracks. And what he's going to do first of all is presentations of first-class cadet training. As a cadet, when they first come to the unit, they start what we call their basic training. Once they get into uniform, then they will do their classification training. It's in 4 parts. First class, leading, senior and staff. Actually I've lied, it's called master now. Once they've done all 4 sections, they actually get a BTEC in aviation studies. But this first part of that ladder is first class cadet training. When I invite people up, I want to hear a nice loud clap. So Major Webb, if you would. Presentation of first class cadet training certificates. The first cadet to receive that certificate is
Cadet Trump. Cadet Party. Petchey.
set of awards are the actual certificates that we issue to cadets once they've finished their basic recruit training. Once they get into uniform, they're a fully qualified cadet. Looks like we've got a new one. As part of that, we normally have a ceremony. We've included that into tonight. And what we're going to do is we're going to present them with their actual certificates of joining the Air Training Corps, being a full member of the squadron, which means they're eligible for flying, eligible for gliding, and all the other activities that we do within the Air Training Corps. My guest to present those certificates is the honorary clerk from the Lightmongers. So could I get you to stand forward, sir? And we're going to work you now because we've got quite a few certificates. And the first certificate Right, those were the presentation for the certificate of training. Those cadets are now full members of the squadron. But it's got nothing to do with me, it's to do with their recruit trainers. The recruit trainers will then choose a cadet, and as it says here, having successfully completed and passed the recruit training programme, is judged to be the best recruit of his intake by the flight staff in terms of attitude, turnout, attainment and potential to succeed. The best recruit of this flight that has just passed out goes to...
Cadet Matthew.
And a big round of applause. aviational studies. The next step to that is the leading, and the first leading cadet goes to...
Cadet 21 team.
The next set of awards are what we call the Jack Petchey Achievement Awards. The Jack Petchey Achievement Award scheme recognises and rewards and celebrates the achievement of young people. I do not choose this award. This award is chosen by their peers. So the cadet who's getting this award wasn't me who suggested it, it was his own fellow cadets. And that's the Jack Petchey. Now, if anyone knows about Mr. Jack Petchey, he's a wonderful person. He started off in the East End selling dodgy cars. As he got older, he got a bit of a conscience. But amazingly, every year, he gives millions away. And he gives that away to schools, youth groups, cadet groups. So if you see him, he's got an OBE. I think he should be a Sir. Because what we get is we get a donation to the unit of £200 and the cadet gets to choose where to spend that money. That's fantastic for us because we can go and spend it on bits that we do need. So if you ever do see Jack Petchey, pat him on the back, and he deserves a Sir, as far as I'm concerned. The Jack Petchey wants young people to raise their aspirations, believe in themselves and make a contribution to society. My cadets do that. Achievement Awards are designed to recognise a wide range of achievements. It's not just about being clever or gifted, but it's about putting in the effort, doing the best and doing the right thing. The scheme works well because it's the cadets themselves who choose the person who receives it. The first person unfortunately can't be with me today, but what I'm going to do is I've got a cadet to stand in for him. So just bear with me. Walsh! Where are you? Get over here! Unfortunately, the real Mr. Walsh is in Ireland at the moment. He's got family bereavement. But this gentleman is going to receive the award. Big round of applause.
Ready?
The next set of awards is the St John's Ambulance Training Certificate. The first recipient, carry on.
Cadet Lindsay.
You may be wondering what these medals are all about. How old are you? 15. Well, let's talk about the medals. This medal is for walking 25 miles in one day. Now, I did this in February. I've still got a black toe. It took me 2 days to recover. But this medal, have fun. 50 miles. Yeah, shut up, stop showing off. 50 miles in 2 days. This one, 100 miles in 4 days. Big round of applause. But on top of that, he went to Nijmegen is an international 4-day march. This gentleman, 100 miles in 4 days, is no mean achievement. But on top of that, to show off, he also got the team award for the best member of the team.
Cadet Sylvester. Sergeant Roman. Cadet Carlson.
The next presentation is going to be from 3 of our cadets on some, and I mentioned some of the activities we've done this year. Take it away.
Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation about 56 Squadron and everything we've done this past year. Marching band. One thing I pride our squadron for is having one of the best marching bands in London. On Wingfield Day, which as Sir said is an overall band competition, we won 8 trophies, including the overall prize. We have done many parades with our band over the past year. These include the Southwark Parade, which was the biggest parade in South East London since World War II, a Remembrance Parade in Saffron Walden and Debden on the same day. Our band also went to the Cutty Sark, where we met the Duke of Edinburgh. Ensemble. This is a very enjoyable part of the cadets, as you can see from the photo. This year, at Wingfield Day, we won the ensemble section with our choir. Since then, we've been invited to many parades, including the Jack Petchey Awards Foundation and ATC Sunday. We've also been at the RAF Club, which is an exclusive club for RAF officers. DFE. DFE is a very important part of our cadet training. It involves 3 stages: bronze, silver and gold. It's also in 4 sections. Expedition. In this, we put our map reading skills to the test, and it's the funnest part of the squadron, as you can see from the photos. Volunteering. Well, normally if you did the Duke of Edinburgh Awards outside cadets, you would need to spend time to maybe do volunteering for charities outside of cadets, but with the ATC, we get all our volunteering done just for turning up to the squadron. Also, we have skills, which is maybe picking up a new instrument or any hobby, maybe playing football, learning to play tennis, and then also we've got physical, which is more to do with maybe someone might have a target to lose weight, someone else might have a target to be able to run a bit further, run a bit faster.
During the course of the year, we did quite a bit of shooting here at the squadron, both at the local barracks and manual camps such as RAF St. Morgan's. We also had a range day and we also had a shooting camp, which is basically a camp where you go away for a few days to do a lot of shooting. Now, shooting has been a great success here at the squadron this year, due to the amount of shooting that we managed to fit into the program. All the cadets have thoroughly enjoyed it, and we've also got a lot of marks as compared to previous years. We've also met a lot of important people, such as Air Marshal Hillier, who has come down to our squadron in February in order to inspect the turnout of cadets. We also had a look at some of our facilities, what we gathered was really pleased. The wonderful company of Blackness have also paid us a visit a few months ago in order to present recruitment certificates and first aid badges, and it was a great night for everyone. Those who play in the band also had the chance to meet the Duke of Edinburgh at his tea party, where they played some good music, and the Duke was pretty pleased to see all the DFE badges on the cadets who played in the band. Apart from that, those who played in the fanfare team had the chance to meet the Air Commodore, who was in charge of all the cadets and all the staff within the ATC. and she works as hard as everyone else in order to promote the ACC and to shape it into what it is today.
Now, over the past year, our squadron has been provided with many fantastic opportunities to go flying and gliding. For example, we went flying at Bryce Norton a couple months back, which, as you can see here, Bryce Norton, we went to 216 Squadron, which handles like most of the passengers, like for example the soldiers off to Afghanistan going to war, but also specialises in aeromedical rescue. So it brings back injured soldiers from Afghanistan so they can be treated in the hospitals in the UK. What we did throughout the 6-hour flight, basically we got obviously the opportunity to go in the cockpit to see what life is like as an RAF pilot and see, how people handle these situations. But also we were in one of the most, say, advanced situations that you encounter in a war zone, and they were practicing while we were on the aircraft. So what they were doing was refueling the Eurofighter Typhoons, which is one of the main combat aircraft that we have in the Royal Air Force. So obviously it was a fantastic opportunity for all of us, especially for obviously Cadet Brown. It was his first time going on the plane, so obviously that is a memorable experience. Our route took us, basically we took off from Bryce Norton, which is located in Oxfordshire. We flew over England, out over the English Channel, where most of the exercise took place. And we then flew over Scotland, Newcastle, where we then returned to Bryce Norton. So in conclusion, this year has been fantastic. Many people went to go flying, gliding, for example, flying at Benson 2 weeks ago, or gliding at Kennedy in February. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you have an enjoyable and pleasant evening.
You're getting quiet. It's your sons and daughters that are coming up here, so I want to hear noises. You want to go home when we're finished? Because we're in practice. Make noises, make loads of noises. You've got your cameras, I want to see the flashes. My next guest is the master of the lightmongers, Mr. Bill Wright. Big round of applause. The next set of awards are band proficiency awards. Once again, I don't have much to do with this squadron, do I? Because I do not get to choose who these awards go to. Our band master, who is an 18-year-old cadet, is the person who decides who's going to get those awards. And the first award goes to
Cadet Brown.
case. Right, this gentleman, we're going to hear a bit more about him later on. He'll go away for the weekend, he'll do an assault course, not a problem. He'll go up on the high ropes, not a problem. 2 weeks before my band competition, he's my violinist. He goes to kick a football. Misses, falls on the floor, and does what?
I broke my elbows.
Interestingly, how long was you in Gloucester?
6 weeks.
I'll speak to you about that later on. Sorted out his plaster. A week later, he actually got his wing marksman. So big thank you. Duke of Edinburgh Awards. And the first one goes to...
Let's choose Kinsella. Let's Dapper. Bugatti.
A big round of applause for Mr. Woolwich. Are the Silver Duke Members Award. And the first one goes to...
Let's Spencer. Let's Yusuf. Let's Forget. Edward
offend the cadets and make any more noises. Right, the next set of awards are BTECs. There's going to be an award in BTEC in aviational studies. Once they've finished all their classifications, they automatically gain a BTEC, which is great, because if you make sergeant, you make bandsman, at that time when you're a cadet, brilliant. But when you're 23, can you stand up in front of your employment and say, I was a sergeant in the Air Training Corps? Yes, you can. It gets to the time that you really can't, can you? But what you can do when you're 26 and 29 and 30 and 40 is say that you've got a BTEC in aviational studies or in public services. The ATC, the Air Training Corps, is fantastic because it actually gives qualifications that are tangible, that you can take with you for life. Now the next person has left the squadron, but before he left the squadron, he still managed to gain 2 sets of BTECs. And that is...
Sergeant O'Hara.
He's greedy, he's got 1 in public services and 1 public services and aviational studies. Who's left because he's reached the upper age, but before he went away, he decided he was going to do the same thing. A BTEC in public service and a BTEC in aviation studies. And that goes to...
Flight Sergeant Nick.
I've now got another gentleman who's moved away because of his upper age. BTEC in public services go to...
Cadet Mizuku.
service certificate goes to...
Lieutenant Officer Sally.
Right, the next certificate is a certificate of appointment. Let's talk about the staff. I do not do it all by myself. I actually don't do anything. I sit in my office, I tell them what to do, and they go off and do it. They're fantastic staff, because you need to remember these staff are volunteers. They do not get paid for what they do. They turn up on a Tuesday, they turn up on a Friday, and you'll probably find they even turn up all over the weekend, and it's all voluntary. I've got a new member of staff who's newly appointed, and she is...
Margaret.
Just to embarrass her, another round of applause.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my great privilege to be invited here to actually help with these awards. I've got a little presentation to make in a minute. But I think you should all be immensely proud of the kids we see here today. They're not kids, they're adults. What a fantastic bunch of people. We hear so much today of the short kids and kids not behaving themselves. What an example to us all. We're all immensely proud. We should actually be making more of these. We should be shouting from the rooftops what a great organisation the ATC is. I mean, you are all here. It's absolutely wonderful. But these are what we're here for. These people have done an immense amount. And I'm absolutely staggered that somebody had to walk 100 miles in 4 days. He's only this high. How does he do it? That's absolutely amazing. But just look at them all. Are you all feeling very, very proud of your sons and daughters in there? And of the staff that are helping us do it? My sons also went through ATC many years ago, and they got up to sergeant and corporal. But we had trouble actually when they actually got too old. They wouldn't go away. They actually had to be escorted off the premises because they enjoyed themselves so much. And it's just like these kids here. I mean, they would not want to leave such an organisation as this. And what is more, Flight Lieutenant Bird and his staff have brought this unit up from just 6 people up to the present strength. If you imagine just 6 people in this hall, it would be empty. But now look at it. Everybody is immensely proud. The kids and all of you here are testament to the work that the staff here have done. And I think we should give them a special round of applause. What's a lightmonger's doing this? We have a special affiliation with all the forces in the UK, and we've got a very special affiliation with the ATC Squadron here. And we're associated with Air Marshal Steve Hillier, who's a great supporter. And we are immensely proud to be a supporter of these, and long may it continue. And what I'd like to do is to present Bird with quite a large cheque to actually continue the work of the band. The band is superb and self-taught. How do you do that? I mean, no adults tuition, they did teach themselves. Wow, what a stupendous achievement. But it's all ably led by Flight Lieutenant Bird. The emergency guys, I don't know how you do this, but please accept this from my this. And you do
What I if they come up to me and say, thank you for being affiliated to us, that's nonsense. I need to thank the light-mongers for being affiliated to us. And the reason why is the support. Every time I get in touch with them, can you come down and do some presentations? Can you just come and visit the cadets? Tuesday, we've got a dinner. I know, of course, they've got to come along. But for me, as a CO of the squadron, all I want to do is show off my cadets, because I am proud of them. But as well as that, I want people to see it. So as far as I'm concerned, it's not thanking me. I and my cadets now will thank the light-mongers for their support, because it's really appreciated. Big round of applause.
Stand by me and Hallelujah for the choir, which we've won as part of the section in the filter.
Singing now. Right, let's carry on. Our next guest, I'm extremely pleased to have here today. Because way back in 1939, and before any cadet says anything, before I was born, well before I was born, the Air Defence Cadet Corps was formed. The Air Training Corps was formed in 1941. But before the Air Training Corps, the Air Defence Cadet Corps was formed. And we were the 56th unit to be formed. That was formed in the borough of Woolwich. The person who made that happen was the mayor at that time. 75 years in March next year is our anniversary of that day. Now what I'd like to think is for 75 years in March, okay, I'm celebrating a bit early, but who cares, we have served the Royal Borough of Greenwich and Woolwich. If you add up, by 1942, over 200 cadets joined the Royal Air Force. Then, to be in the Air Training Corps, you needed to be 14 and a half. That was the upper age for when you left school. Within 3 years of this unit forming, we had supplied 200 airmen to the Air Force. And I think that's something to be proud of. But importantly, that only happened because of the Mayor of Woolwich. He gave us £200 to set up back in 1939. And I'd like to continue that tradition by getting my next guest to do the set of awards, and that's Councillor Hawthorne, Mayoress of the Royal Borough of Greenwich. It's a big round of applause. Is where we award individuals for their outstanding contribution to the squadron life. I make the final decision on this one, I'm going to take credit, but that's before I talk to my NCOs and my staff to make the decision who's going to get those awards. The first award is the Squadron Leader Furlong Trophy for the most outstanding achievement by a bandsman. This is awarded to a new bandsman who has reached the proficient standard in the shortest period of time. And that is going to go to...
Let's move on.
deputy keeping. Awarded to the bandsman who has contributed most to further the interest of the band. Not only taking part in engagements, but also working behind the scenes in areas such as instructing, planning and training, and maintaining of the equipment. This year, it goes to...
Cadet Spencer.
This is for the most promising shot, awarded to the new cadet who has reached a marksman in the shortest period of time. And that goes to...
Cadet Carlo.
Award is the Warrant Officers Award. It is for the most consistently well-kept uniform, boots or shoes, look at his shoes when he comes out, by a cadet. And that goes to...
Cadet Zweski.
The next award is the Best Sportsman. It's awarded to the cadet who has displayed all-round ability representing the squadron in air cadet activities. It's not necessarily about winning, it's taking part. It's being part of the group. And that goes to...
Cadet Rizzo. The next award is the Endeavour Trophy. I made this one up. I think it's a lovely trophy. It's awarded to the cadet who has displayed outstanding determination, qualification and courage to continue despite the circumstances. This cadet has continuously tried to break my bass drum by dropping it. But, to give him credit, he still soldiers on and he doesn't give up. And that goes to...
Cadet Brown.
Unfortunately, once again, this cadet is away because of family issues, but I love doing this. Waltz! To the front! The King Trophy is for determination, drive, and enthusiasm. The next award is the Best Recruit for 2013. In the course of a year, we probably have about 3 intakes of cadets. This is the cadet that we deem to demonstrate the potential to become an outstanding cadet, but the best cadet of this year. And that goes to...
Cadet Cook.
Right, before the Mayoress sits down, I think we should give her a big round of applause. We're almost there to the final part. My next guest, I'm extremely pleased to have here today, and that is Air Marshal Stephen Hillier. I can do the initials. CBE, DFC, MA, RAF. But I'm more pleased the fact that he's here to award our cadets their promotions and some of my cadets and staff commendations. So sir, would you take the floor please? And big round of applause. Before we get on with the promotions, I've got what I call the Squadron Commander's Commendation. I think every single member of staff and cadet should get one of these, but we live in the real world. When you go to work, you're expected to turn up on time. You're expected to do a 48-hour week and stop whinging about it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to give everyone a special commendation, but they do deserve it. But I've picked 3 people out. The first one is in recognition of his dedication, commitment, and contribution and leadership shown bringing the band to their highest standards. As bandmaster, and remember he's 18 years of age, his hard work and leadership, the band has grown from strength to strength. He's enabled the band to win not just this year, but last year at the London Wing Field Day. Also, the squadron has gone on to Region and Corps. He's also enabled the band to march at Saffron Walden and Debden. If we think of Saffron Walden for 5 years, they had a man in a van. The parade over the last 3 years has grown and grown. And without getting big-headed, that has only grown because we, 56, have provided our band. The CO's special commendation goes to...
That's what the fair
Squadron Commander's special commendation goes to a cadet for his dedication, commitment and contribution and leadership shown in bringing the band to the highest standard again. As Drum Major, by your hard work leadership, the band has grown from strength to strength. You have enabled the band to win the London Wing Band competition and go on to participate at regional and corps level. This commendation also recognises your hard work and contribution in preparing the band ensemble, and you've seen the ensemble, fantastic, to the highest standards, and also enabled them to go to the RAF Club and perform there, and they also will be going to the RAF St Clement's Day in February. Also, he has played his part in bringing the band to the town of Saffron Walden and Debden. And that goes to...
Cadet Spencer.